Okay, we're live. Wait, what do I do? Oh, yeah. Welcome back to New Dalancia. Wait, what do I do? I don't know what I do after that.
Well, you talk about how you don't have a script for this.
I don't have a script for this. I probably should start building one, but I work so hard on the story that that I just totally. So that's the thing that I was forgetting. You see how I'm like I'm never prepared when these things go live, but here we are. I'm doing it. This is real. This is production. So in the last campaign, we left off with everybody deciding which way they were going to go. We just discussed this. So we had Misku, Tess, and Cyrene in the stables, Ahara, Antarius, and Valphalin staying in the inn, and Ianfyr had rolled an 18 on his charisma check to see if he could bed the barmaid. Betting the Barmaid. I should have named the episode that. Betting the Barmaid.
I mean, probably.
That's the new... Betting the Barmaid. Updated. That's the new title of the episode. So... I know exactly where I'm going to start. For real. So we're actually going to lead off with Ahara, who winds up at the inn. You guys have vision on this now, everybody?
Yes.
See what's going on? Cool. So Ahara...
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, cool.
So Ahara, you come into the inn, you book a room and you wait for everything to close down. They move the table you see here over and make room on the floor in front of the hearth for the bedrolls that are all kind of stacked up next to the hearth here. Everything closes down and everyone leaves except for the bard.
Is he packing up or just hanging out?
Oh, he's getting out of bedroll. He apparently stays here all the time.
Well, as a nomadic wanderer, as it were, I have a lute, and winding down for the night, I might just take it out and kind of play a little bit myself.
Oh, cool! Roll a performance, please.
I don't know how to roll a performance with an instrument.
Okay, so I believe. Yeah, but I think with the instrument, I think you click the instrument.
Okay, and performance, charisma.
Mm-hmm. Did that do it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you... So you start playing and... Let me roll for...
The old Stairway to Heaven comes out.
No stairway.
Denied.
Okay, so how did you roll it?
So I clicked the instrument and it added a +2 plus my +2 charisma.
Why is it not letting me click the instrument? Oh, it's an O under tool. Okay. Charisma. Nowhere near your level of performance, so he's kind of like he's playing rhythms, he's playing chords, so you're like taking the lead on the thing, and it's amazing, and everybody let's kind of set things up here. Everybody kind of gathers around and
plays a little bit of Barry White.
Whoa. I'm still trying
for you, Ianfyr.
It's actually always just that song from The Witcher. All right. Yeah, performance is good. Everybody is feeling nice and relaxed and awesome. Let me cut over for just a moment to what's going on in the stables. So this is going to be a little bit of jumping around here. Hope you guys don't mind. So we're headed over to the stables. Misku, Cyrene, Tess, you guys all arrive at the stables. There are... well, you know what? The stable appears as a building that was repurposed to be so at some point in its history. 3 stalls are set up, each with a horse inside. You each have made room on various piles of hay or space on the ground to rest for the evening. So if you guys have anything you want to be doing, up to the point where you're, falling asleep for the night. Otherwise, you are in town. You don't need like a lookout or anything unless you deem necessary.
No, Misku's gonna sit up in the corner and smoke herself to sleep.
Cool.
Tess is going to roll out her bedroll near this horse right here, who I'm assuming is probably laying down or asleep at this point since it's nighttime.
Okay.
And then she's going to roll up in her little bedroll and then try to get some sleep.
Cool. Cool.
And Cyrene would probably go up to like the top, like towards the roof, and make like a little bed with some of the straw or hay, kind of up and out of the way, out of sight.
Like on a crossbeam.
Okay.
Yeah, like on a crossbeam. That's what I was thinking of.
Still indoors, but okay, gotcha. Are you're not talking about like on top of the roof, right? You're talking about underneath.
No,
okay.
like still inside the building, but just like at the top.
Okay, wanted to make sure. Yeah, totally cool. All right. So everybody's kind of chilling there. Let me cut back to the bar for just a moment. Place the players back over here. So you guys start to wind down for the evening, and everybody breaks out bedrolls, and I would like you to roll a perception check. Ahara. Ooh, 21. So you hear footsteps outside. And let me actually get some music going here. We're going to use the stables track because I feel like I'm not going to get to use it otherwise. So you actually hear some footsteps outside, albeit very briefly. And after these footsteps, you start to hear this like scratching noise, or maybe it's like a pitter patter.
I'm going to, as sort of as softly as I can, I'm going to kind of snap my fingers and try to get the attention of Antarius and or Valfylan.
Okay. Let me see. So how can we accomplish that? I'd like you to roll. I'm not going to say strength check. This is the strength check to see if you snap loud enough. Don't roll a strength check.
Athletics?
Loudest snap ever.
Loudest in athletics. You know what? I'm gonna have you roll a performance. You're a musician. You know about how loud you should be in order to get some kind of a task done. Roll a performance.
All right.
18. Nice. So that,
Not bad.
as that does definitely beat both of their passive perceptions. So they both kind of eyes open, look at you, but not moving.
I'm gonna jerk my head towards the door to kind of indicate that there's something going on there.
So you continue to hear this scratching noise.
And I'm just gonna make sure that I've got bow and things ready, but maybe make it kind of tiptoe, make my way towards the door.
Okay, you're going to make your way towards the door. Do you want to move your character? Door is kind of in the center here. Here. We'll call it a double door.
All right.
So,
yeah,
Antarius and... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, just within a few of the door there, 15 feet of the door. I'm kind of behind these tables.
Okay. So right now the scratching noise seems to be coming from somewhere back here. Maybe here? So Antarius... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, Antarius and Valphalin start to clamber to their feet, albeit slowly, trying not to make very much noise. As does the bard, who's kind of clinging to his instrument out of fear. Ant and Val both ready their weapons. And would you like to take any other actions?
I think I'm just gonna wait for a minute.
Okay. So we're going to move over to the stables. I'll kind of leave that on a cliffhanger. So you guys all fall asleep, and some hours into the night, I'd like you all to roll a perception check. Or actually, no, don't roll a perception check. Let me check your pet, because you're not actively. You're all sleeping. No, you know what? Yeah, roll a perception check. Screw it. Let's have it. Easy. Okay.
Where is perception? Sorry.
Isn't it next to the attribute points? It'll be like in a larger box.
No, it's under your skills. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
I
up
see
from the
it, I
bottom.
see it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Oh, nice. So some hours into the night, you are all awakened by the sound of these footsteps outside. And the footsteps come and go, and they're followed by this weird... It's like a scratching noise, or maybe a pitter-patter?
Tess is going to shoot up in her, or sit up in her bedroll and look around and then whisper, "Did you guys hear that? Are you hearing the footsteps?"
It's coming from somewhere here.
So wait, is the sound outside or inside?
Well, there were footsteps outside, and now the sound itself sounds like it might be coming from the walls? Maybe?
Inside the house?
Inside the house?
Cyrene would like wake up, but she's not going to do anything just yet. She's a fairy, so she's used to not putting herself in any unnecessary danger.
Meet school already or club? And could I roll for investigation?
Yes.
This is gonna go bad.
What are you investigating?
For the origin of the noise.
Origin of the noise. So from your current position, you can tell that it's coming from somewhere here. But it still seems to be like in the wall. Would you like to narrow your search at all?
So
Would you like to search for something specific?
I mean, I'm not sure what else I could search for if I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the origin of the noise is what I'm focused on. Where is it coming from?
Okay. So are you gonna
What's
like
around?
you gonna be like checking the walls or?
I guess I'll move over here.
Okay. So there's a trough sitting right in front of you against the wall. What's your passive perception?
Probably not great.
You know what? You rolled a 20 on your perception check.
Oh,
Or no, you didn't. You rolled 11 on your perception check.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you rolled a 20. What was your passive? 10? No, okay. I'm going to take this moment to cut back over to, or you know what? Let's see how Ianfyr is doing. Oh, did I forget to put that back on? That's no good. Put that back. Perfect. So if everyone who is currently looking at the stables map will pan down just a bit, you'll see this dude appear.
Yep.
So Ianfyr, you also wake up next to Barmaid Fayal. Surprise! You did it.
Yeah.
There's the big reveal.
do you hear a noise?
So you actually don't need to roll a perception at all. There's a loud crash in the other room, and Fayal wakes up and lights a nearby candle. Shh, she insists. I think my father is home.
What?
Oh, snap.
You hadn't gotten a
Okay.
good look at Fayal's room when you made your way inside last night. That must have been a lot of ale.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing I still have dark vision.
You're taken aback by the expensive-looking furnishings filling the small room, given the state of the bar. So she starts to
dear.
kind of... let me actually come back to the tokens. So she starts to move toward the door.
I feel like, okay. I will. Wrong one. So what I think I'm gonna do is, let me make sure this has got it. If I got this right. As for the duration, which is all right. So I'm going to slip underneath the bed, and then I'm going to use minor illusion to create sort of the image of a wall in front of me.
Is Minor Illusion a cantrip?
It is.
Okay. Looking for that reason to make you roll the roll the wild magic.
Well, no, I was figuring like what would be a way to hide myself.
So what are you creating an image of again?
It's basically the back wall behind me, so that I would be hiding, like sort of as if the wall were in front of me, so that if he were to look under the bed, he wouldn't see me, if there is anyone there at all.
Did you have the bit of fleece you need for that?
I mean, I imagine so with bedding.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You can definitely pull a bit of fleece out of the bedding. By the way, the bed itself is kind of an interesting fixture in this room. So it is a so basically there's a board, and it is tethered to the ceiling using ropes, using hempen rope, and then the mattress lays
my.
on top of that. Yes,
Oh wow,
yeah, she has a nice room.
yeah, quite fancy. So yeah,
So she
Uh,
turns around to address you, and you have go ahead and roll a dexterity check. This is for slipping under the bed. Or actually, better than that, give me a stealth check. There's doing it quietly. Nice. Yeah. So she turns around to address you, and you're gone.
Typical.
um,
Well, it only lasts for a minute, so.
so, where's... Oh, that's Pan. Okay. So she exits the room.
Okay.
Need to grab that and pull that off.
So I imagine, if nothing has happened after the minute's gone, or at least nothing that I hear coming towards the room, I would probably go towards the door and sort of peek my ear out, see if I can hear anything.
Okay. So yeah, nothing seems to happen for a few minutes. Did you want to go out the door and...
Yeah, so if I don't like hear any more noises or anything like that, then I'll probably I'll go and peek my head out the door, see if I can see if anything's going on.
Okay, so you
Probably like right here or something.
so you kind of crank the door open, and what you see is kind of an empty hallway. Doesn't seem to be a lot going on in there, and you don't hear anything.
All right.
You want to kind of check the other way?
Yeah.
So you kind of see the remainder of this hallway. Right here, there's another door slightly open.
So I guess I'm gonna try to move as stealthily as I can towards the corner here and see if I can hear any noise from the doorway.
Go ahead and roll another stealth check. Did I just say stealth? With an F? Oh my god. Get that coffee.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Less
Oh.
stealthy.
Well, I know
So-
where my stealth rolls lie.
So you kind of peek, around the corner.
Maybe some boards creak when I walk.
Kind of peek around the corner, and so light from this small cooking fire is filling the room of this small house. At the wall opposite where you are, Barkeep Blave is placing some mugs back on a shelf. So you kind of catch the end of this conversation, but he's kind of remarking that, what were you doing here last night? There were mugs all over the floor. I came in here and I almost slipped. And she's kind of clamoring to kind of address this with him. So she turns around and sees you. And as soon as you guys both lock eyes, you duck back around the corner, just in time for Blave to look up and barely miss you.
Oh God. Whew.
So Blave, he starts kind of moving. You hear his footsteps. Oops. You hear his footsteps kind of coming toward your direction. He said, "What? What was that?"
I think. Let me see. What's the range on this?
So at this point, Barmaid Fayal kind of cuts in. Oh, that was nothing. Probably just the wind. Why don't you help me put these mugs back up on the stand here?
And so I was trying to see.
So they both go back to arranging mugs on the shelf there, and they both have their backs to you at this point.
Let me see. This thing only lasts for a minute. I wonder how fast it would take. Because sound or an image of an object within range. That lasts for the duration. Cast the spell again. Create a sound, its volume. So, I think what I'm gonna do with is in this case, I'm thinking I'm gonna use the minor illusion again. In this case, but I'm gonna create the sound of like a glass rolling over towards like this corner.
Okay.
And then hopefully with that distraction, just run out the bar area.
Okay. So we're using minor illusion, which is a cantrip. I'm going to assume you took another bit of fleece from the bed for this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll allow that. So that works, and the barkeep kind of looks over at the corner, but he doesn't see anything, and he's kind of weirded out by that. I'd also like you to roll a stealth check.
All right. Hopefully this works.
That's a 17. So because the barkeep is kind of actively searching right now, he is going to roll a perception, which in this case is just a wisdom check because he does not have the skill for it. Oh.
Oh man.
Well, I mean,
R.I.P. in peace.
Oof.
You saw it here, folks.
I guess that was to be expected.
He's seen everything at this point.
That is a
Ianfyr?
wise barkeep.
As soon as you step out of the as soon as you step out of this hallway, there's a creak. Just completely beyond your control. And Barkeep Blade whips around, shocked to see you. And Fayal immediately jumps in front of him. And she says, No, wait. I'm leaving. And he is just blown away, and he just hits the floor. And she says, I'm leaving. You have the bar. I'm leaving with
Uh,
Ianfyr.
Um, um, huh.
So he's just absolutely flabbergasted. Completely without words.
I'm kind of looking on in shock myself. Huh. Wow, this is awkward.
I'll let you stew on that for a bit before you decide your action. For everyone else in the party, let me clear this real quick. Please roll a knit.
I need to redo that. Didn't select myself. There we go.
Eep. So how do you do that? You like select yourself and then you roll it?
Okay, my original roll was a 3 if you want to knock that back down.
Yeah, and her roll was a 21. So Cyrene, let me add you. How do I do that again?
I figured it out.
Oh, okay. So let me set that back to your original roll, which was a 10. Or no, it was a 5. Ahara, I need an initiative roll from you.
I rolled, but I'm not on this page.
Oh, right. Let me grab you. And how do I add a turn? Oh, there it is. Add turn. Bam. Then what was your number? 24.
24.
Oh, wow.
Very high rolls tonight.
So let's start. Well, we're going to start with Ahara. Okay, sorry, give me just a moment here. So from behind the shelving here, you hear that scratching, like pitter-pattering noise get a lot louder until finally, where is it? This swarm of insects. It just kind of like bleeds through from behind this counter or this shelving. Let me just remove that. Getting set up here. And actually, let's arrange them like that. Let me get some appropriate music. There we go. Does that work? No. That was too much. Okay, apparently if you click on them, it just adds it, and that's awful. All right. Let me add turns for them real quick. Perfect. Okay, Ahara, you're up.
I think you're showing the other page.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
No worries.
There you are. You're up.
Cool. All right. How far is... All right. I guess I'm gonna take my bonus action to Hunter's Mark this first guy here.
Okay. Can you link your hunter's mark, please?
Where did my... I lost my character sheet. I'll make a new one. Okay. Hunter's Mark is under spells like that. Did that do it? No, that
rolled it.
Quite do it.
No, it's okay. I can grab it. Take a look. Hunters. Oh, thank you. Till the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 to... Oh, okay, cool. So just whenever... Okay, so it's just you mark it, and then... whenever you have advantage on any reception, wisdom check, you make to find it. Oh, cool. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. So you have your you have this one here marked?
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and mark that with a green to show that you have
All right, and I guess I'll move a bit. How tall are those? Is that bar? Is it obscured by that?
No, this is a swarm of insects, so it's kind of covering the area, like on the wall and on the floor behind it over here.
All right, I'll take a
shelf,
shot
I
into
should
them,
say.
I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that. That is... Oh, wow. Wait, what is it? That's weird. 15 plus 2, right?
Yeah, the +2 is an archery global attack modifier.
Okay. Let me pull up their sheet real quick. AC. That's a hit. That is 10 plus 2 damage, and then plus your hunter's mark, please. I'm assuming you're hitting this one.
Yeah, they should both show there.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the hunter's mark underneath it. Cool. Hit points? Oh, right, hit points. That was 10 plus 2. Okay, so you actually take out a surprising number of the insects with that, but they are still going.
I didn't mean to do that.
All right, we're going to pass that turn over to Tess over at the stables. So you guys, very similar thing happens. Misku, at the very last moment, you notice this crack in the wall. However small it is, these insects just start to bleed through it.
Okay, well, the first thing that Tess is going to do is she's going to get out of her bedroll completely and stand up.
Cyrene will probably fly down to kind of be with the other people.
Okay. Tess, it is your turn.
How small are these insects? Like, are they like the size of like a roach or what?
This is like hundreds of little tiny insects. They can be
Are they moving
stepped
like a
on.
swarm?
Yes, they're in a swarm. It is like unnatural.
So it's like basically 100 gnats.
Bigger than gnats. They're like spiders.
Okay, so Tess is going to, I mean, she's gonna start waving her hands around because bugs. And she's gonna say, "We need to get out of here. There's too many. We need to get out." Are there any windows, or is it just one door?
There's just the one door.
Okay, well, she's gonna head, I guess, straight toward the swarm. And then she's gonna look to Misku and say, "What are your thoughts? How do we get out?" That's the end of my turn. I'm not gonna take any actions. I don't really have anything that'll work on these guys yet.
You can attack them.
I'll just start waving my club around in the air and just hitting as many as I can.
Well, they're not flying. They're like, you can like mush. You can do a
Okay.
mash.
I'll try mushing them.
You can do the
with
monster mash.
monster mash with my bludgeoning weapon.
Miss.
Yeah,
So it whooshes.
that ends my turn.
And you're scrambling. You just kind of like whiff it entirely.
So that wasn't a graveyard smash.
Tess fucking hates insects. Apparently.
Yeah, not a fan.
Cyrene.
So Cyrene is going to use acid splash. Acid splash on the closest ones in her general area.
You're gonna
If
need
she
to
can.
move first.
Oh, okay.
You need to
I'll
move.
just go right over next to the people. I'll be right here.
Okay.
And then Asher Splash.
Okay, can you link your acid splash? Oh, no, you just did. Alright, so we have a dexterity save. I don't imagine there's an easy way I can do that. Nope. Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
And is acid splash just one character? Is it multiple?
I was hoping that it would show.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Acid splash can be 2.
Yeah, I think you can hit multiple with it. Oh. Hang on. I'm on the right page.
Oh.
Yeah, it shares. It's really weird.
Oh, strange. I was like, I don't want that.
2 creatures within. Oh, okay. Choose 1 creature within range, or choose 2 creatures within range that are within 5 feet of each other.
So
A target.
both of them.
Okay, so yeah, you can hit both of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll 1 more dexterity. And the other one's hit. Hold on. Does it say full damage or half damage if they fail it, or if they pass it?
I don't see anything.
Let me take a look. Okay, no, it's just must
Target
succeed
must
on
succeed
the
or
throw
take-
or take damage. So 1 took damage, 1 didn't. Okay, Misku, you're up.
All right. So Tess asked, looked to me, asking what I'm gonna do, and Misku just flashes a big toothy smile, saying, "It's time to smash."
It's clobbering time.
It's clobbering
So
time.
I am going to enter rage, it's my free action. I can. There we go. Come on. There we go. And I just got it. I'm just trying to figure out how do I use my reckless attack? Reckless attack. Where is it?
Reckless
Again,
attack.
I'm not showing an action for it, but my reckless attack basically I can take an attack advantage on an attack, but any attacks on me until next turn will also be an advantage.
Starting at second level, you can throw aside all concern for defense to attack with your fierce
Yeah.
desperation. When you make your first attack on your turn, you decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn, but attack rolls against you have disadvantage or have advantage until your next turn. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and mark you with like a red to indicate you're using that.
Cool. So I'm going to attack the one diagonally from me first.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a hit.
I roll damage.
Oh, plus your rage?
Yeah. So I entered rage at the beginning of the turn.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, this one. Cool.
And that'll complete my turn.
So you smash a whole shitload of them. It's like fucking insect golf, I guess. Is
Squish.
yeah, they squish. We're moving back to the bar real quick. And what is speed on these guys? So they both, they kind of like pour forward, but they seem to be pretty slow. They can't move very quickly. What kind of attacks do we have? Okay, cool. So that. Before we get to you, Ahara, let me cut back over to the stables real quick. Ianfyr. So, have you decided what you'd like to do at this point? Ianfyr?
Sorry about that. I was gonna say, I wonder if we would hear any of this swarming noises that I could be like, "Oh, look, what's that?"
Nope.
Okay, so, so I mean, it'll be, I'm gonna be like, look, I was just trying to get some nice comfortable bedding for the night. Some things happened. And this is all completely awkward, but I really need to get back to my friends.
Roll a charisma check. You seem to be good at these. Oh, all right.
Damn.
How are you?
By the
How are you doing this?
forget, I'm a sorcerer. That's what my magic's based
Oh
off
yeah.
So the barkeep drops his pants.
So so you wake up next to the barkeep. He's actually a dentist. He says you're gonna feel a little prick in your mouth.
Oof.
So the barkeep, looking up at you, And as you say all of this, it doesn't seem to register exactly in his head, and he just looks back over at Fayal and he's like, well, are you sure? And Fayal nods and she's like, yes, it's time. You've got the bar. And he's like, and he says, okay, let's go collect your things from the bar and you can set off. So they both exit. Actually, no, they don't both exit. So Barkeep Blave exits. Fayal approaches you, and she says, sorry, I know it's sudden, but I'd like to travel with you for a while.
Well, I mean, I could certainly use some extra companionship.
Roll a charisma check. So at this point, Fayal is joining the party. So I am going to assign her
Is she a human or an elf or what?
So
I think she was a half elf.
She's half elven.
Okay.
She is half elven. I am going to assign her to you, so she will be under your control. You okay with that?
Sure.
And as I do that, I'm actually going to roll her I'm going to roll for her. Let me move her down into PCs active. Can be a little interesting. Do you have visibility on her now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and roll an initiative check for her. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
It's going to insert her right there. Cool. Hopping back over to the bar. Ahara. You're up.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna bounce off back a bit, and then yeah. Let me see.
That's the bard by the fire, right?
Yes.
Did he ever stop playing?
Oh, crap. Totally forgot about him. That's okay.
No, I mean like is he actually still just playing his lute during the entire encounter?
I think he was
He's-
clutching it to himself, and he was scared
Yeah,
last time we brought him up.
He's
Okay.
terrified. He's cowering in fear.
All right, so I backed up a few feet, and I'm gonna take a shot at this guy in the front again.
All right. +2. That's a hit.
Barely. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Nice roll.
Just wanted to see how far he went over.
Wow,
So-
that arrow just like stuck the entire swarm.
Yeah, your shot is actually your shot actually clears out the rest of the swarm.
Awesome.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. So there's a heap of dead insects there. Okay, that actually removes them. So at this point, Antarius and Valphalin have fully become ready. Antarius is going to move in.
Way to join me, guys.
They both scramble over, but they're not able to take any action after that. The swarm of insects. Swarm of insects makes an attack at, let's say, Ant. That's a 19. That is a hit. That is 10 piercing damage.
There's a lot of little hungry mouths.
Antarius, okay. So yeah, they kind of mess him up a little bit. And they're actually... so they move in and they actually engulf him and start kind of chowing down on him. Yeah, he looks kind of messed up. Just checking out where we are here. Hey, where did that other roll go? Okay. Well, at this point... Just a moment here. Where did I put that? Oh, right. Come on. Did that not... Why is that not placing these guys? Okay, that one worked. Maybe I just have to drag it in further. Ianfyr, you follow everyone back to the bar. That's so weird. Why is it placing them like that? Oh, that's why. Okay, it was tricking me. It like showed an extra couple spaces at the side. Can you go ahead and roll in a knit for me? Did I ever have you roll in a knit?
Nope.
Go ahead and roll in a knit for me. Add turn. Add turn. So I know Fayal rolled like a 23. And then what did you just roll? 6.
6.
Let me get these in the appropriate places. Actually, no, we're going to leave those right where they are. Yeah, okay. We're going to leave those right where they are. This fails like right in front of you on that roll. So we're going to... right, so they... so Fayal leads you back to the bar where she's here. She's going to collect her belongings. You guys walk into the room and you see... you see this combat situation going on. You see Antarius over here, and he's just covered in insects, and he's getting bit, and he's kind of crying out in pain.
All right, who's bugging who?
Take away your inspiration. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see. So Ahara, you, these guys all come in the door behind you. You want to? Do you want to take any free action? Say anything to them? Now would be the time.
Nice of you to join me.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, we had a little bit of a situation going on. Not nearly as, probably not nearly as pressing as yours right now.
Cool. Let's cut back over to the stables. Tess, you're up.
So after hearing Misku say that it was clobbering time, essentially, Tess is gonna look at Misku like she's crazy, and then look at the bugs, and then she's gonna pout and stop her little hoof, and she's gonna say, "I hate bugs." And then we're going to use Channel Divinity, Path to the Grave on this one.
Pressing it to the end of your next turn the next time you... Oh! Vulnerability. What does vulnerability do in this?
So basically, I think if they would normally have resistance to some kind of damage, then it takes that away. Maybe?
Give me a second here. Oh. I didn't do anything. Really? That's it? Okay, sorry. Give me just a second, guys.
The beginning line of that description is really fucking metal.
Yeah, I love it.
You've been marked for termination.
Exactly.
For your life force.
I love Grave Cleric for that. So edgy.
Okay.
But Tess is so happy.
It did the easy thing that I thought it was going to do. So basically this... Was it this one right here you marked?
Yeah, the one with the more HP.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set it... I'm going to go ahead and set it with a... little skull marker there to denote that it is it's marked.
Marked for death.
Marked for termination.
Mark the DM. That's who he is.
Okay, and that's your action.
Yeah.
Okay. Cyrene, you're up.
Okay, so Cyrene is she sees that just the one is left, so she will do, I guess, just another acid splash.
Very well.
On the only one.
Oh, there are two.
Oh, there's two?
Yeah, there are two.
Oh, I didn't see the top one. Okay, on, I guess the one that's in front of her. Sorry, I didn't see the...
Well, remember, you can do acid splash to both.
I know, but would it be stronger to do it just on one?
No. It would
Oh,
it would
okay.
be it does the same damage.
Basically, as long
Well,
as they're
then-
right next to each other.
It's the same thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't
So I'll
divide the
just do it
damage in any way.
on both.
Okay. Dexterity save from the first one.
Nope.
That's a fail. Dexterity save from the second. That is a success. We're going to say this one takes the damage. That was 2 acid damage. Misku. Misku? Okay, he's here.
I will launch another attack at the one diagonally from me.
So this one here?
Let me reopen my window. There we go. Yeah, that one. Nice. That is a hit. And
And we have -6. Most of the insects in this swarm have been wiped out. Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Cool. We have an attack incoming from this one here. How long is the... Okay, so that one's still cursed. Okay, so we have an attack incoming to Cyrene from this one right here.
Do I have to roll anything?
Nope. It's all me. Oh. Oh, that's a critical hit.
Oh dear.
That was what in 5th edition? I know they changed it. I don't think it's just a guaranteed hit now. I think they did. Oh.
No, you get like an extra hit dice or something now, don't you?
Yeah, I think they add... but it's like they add 1 to it, or... Oh my gosh. Give me a second here. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember the exact rule for this. Yes, okay, there actually is an article just about that. Oh, good. It takes me to the same exact generic combat article. Is it under damage and healing? Ah, here it is. Okay. Extra dice so that attacks damage against the target. Roll the attacks damage. Okay, yep, that's double damage. Ooh. So Cyrene drops. And she is bleeding out at this point. We have another swarm of insects bite coming at you, Misku. That is a hit. At least it looks like it's a hit. 21, it's a hit. Yeah.
1 second.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a hit. Your AC's 13. Did you have like a response action or?
Yeah, just 1 second. I guess I can't use dangerous hints for this, so I'll just take it, I guess.
Okay. 13 damage.
Fuck, I should have taken my armor off before I went to sleep so I got unarmored defense. Ugh.
Okay, I see what happened. You had... Wait. What's your HP maximum?
23.
Okay, so let me... There we go. So you're at 10. Okay. And we are back to... Ahara.
I'm wait, where the other? Is there still 2 there? One of
So
them
there's
died,
a-
right?
One of them is dead, yeah.
One of them died, and one of them is swarming over Antarius.
All right, I'll move my hunter's mark to the other guy and attack him.
Hunter's mark. Go ahead and make your attack. That is a hit. Eight, 11. So your arrow actually sticks right in Antarius. And he drops.
Sorry, bud.
The insects kind of trail off him as their job here has been finished. And they start moving. They start coming directly for you. Okay. Fail.
So I think Fail was like, I imagine she would be looking at sort of this swarm of creatures like, what the hell is going on here? This, like with these insects. Probably. Oh wait, sped off that into.
You should check her character sheet.
Yeah,
is what you should do.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to. Because I don't think. Yeah, about the only thing that she can really do is sort of just, Sword Rapier Dagger. Let me see. So I'm gonna have her move 15, 25, 30. Just kind of move here for now, and then she's gonna basically ready her rapier in case they try to come swarm at her to attack them.
Okay. Barkeep Blave moves in as well. And so he had like a knife, like a kitchen knife on his side, and he pulls that out and he's like, insects are not going to take over my bar. Ianfyr, you're up.
As for me, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move here, and then I am going to let me see what the range on this one is. All right. Make sure that. All right, so I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos. Hang on a sec. Let me.
Tides of Chaos.
To roll an attack against the swarm using my Chaos Bolt.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Gain advantage on one attack roll, one ability. Do so, you must. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So I guess you can. That's a okay. Hold on.
At least I'm presuming I had a long rest. I'm
No,
not
yeah,
sure.
no, yeah. Everyone had a long rest.
All right.
What I'm
I don't know
worried
how much
about is
resting you did.
enough. Holy crap. No, what I'm trying to figure out is that like a does that take an
So
action?
that's like an ability. So that's like my ability. So that basically what I do is when I'm going to attack this swarm with my Chaos Bolt, I have advantage to do so.
What is that under? Is that under your that's a class
That's
feature?
under, yeah, that's under my features and
Oh,
traits.
okay. So okay, gotcha. That is a bonus action.
I'll be right back. The dog needs out.
Go ahead and take your action.
All right, so and I'm going to use my Chaos Bolt to attack this creature.
You're just making an attack.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, I'm casting the spell, but in this case, like, I gain advantage with this attack roll.
Right,
because
right.
Of the Tithe of Chaos.
Okay. Chaos
so, yeah,
Bolt.
24.
24. That is a hit.
All right. Now I rolled a hit. Cast it level. Can I cast it level 2? I mean, I guess I am level 2, but.
Yes.
All right.
As long as you have the spell slots for it.
Oh, I only have spell slots for level 1.
Okay, then you cannot cast at level 2.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so. All right. So I deal 15 damage to it, and that damage is. So I'm gonna choose the 8, and because of Chaos Bolt, that damage is. Oh, hang on a second. Thunder. 8 thunder damage.
Okay.
So,
Grabbing a-
sorry, it's a total of 15 thunder damage.
So they drop. Devastated. Roll a D100, please.
A D100, okay.
Just go into chat and type in /roll D100.
Yeah.
This is your wild magic surge.
Actually, it'd be a D20.
It's a D100.
No, D100 is what happens if
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So if I
D20,
get, so
please.
if I get if I get a 1 on this, which I did, now,
Yes!
Wow.
Roll a D100, please.
all right, let's see what the spell becomes instead. 90. All right, let's see what the table says at 90.
Is that how that works? Is this replacing our spell?
So what happens is I attempt to do the spell, but suddenly the wild magic surge is in me, and it changes the spell to a completely different effect.
A completely different
I tried
effect.
I tried to lightning bolt. Well, I tried to chaos bolt them, and then suddenly this happened.
What?
I guess you have with it the.
Yeah, nope.
Honestly.
Nope. I already have it. You're cool. So, Ahara.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. So if you roll.
So Ianfyr like points at this creature, right? And he's like readying this bolt, and you see his like hands fire up, and he does his gesture and everything, and then he just vanishes. Ianfyr, he just like gone.
Oh, I know what this is.
All right, that seems like not a particularly useful spell.
Ianfyr, you are invisible.
Yep.
Tess, you're up.
I gotta actually see. Hold on, it says
don't-
if that spell
there it goes.
effect is a spell, it is too wild to be effective with line of magic, and if it normally requires concentration, in this case, the spell lasts for its full duration.
Okay. I've got it.
Okay.
Okay, so Cyrene is down.
Cyrene is
right?
down, yeah.
Okay. So, Tess is going to pick up her struggling little body, her little fairy body, and say, "No, my little friend."
Okay.
And then we're going to do. This is my first time doing this one. Circle of Mortality. Give you a moment to absorb that because I think I have to heal after this.
Oh, thank you. My frail little fairy body.
My poor tiny little friend.
I am so little and so almost dead.
Huh. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
So when I heal, it's going to use the maximum, right?
Yeah, it's going to use the maximum instead.
So I use Cure Wounds. Level 2.
Nice. Yeah. So I'm reading this verbatim. You use 2d8s, right? 8? Yeah,
Yeah.
8. Since you use 2d8s, it instead heals 16 hit points. Cyrene, you're back up.
And then Tessa's going to smile and look down at her little friend and say, "Welcome back. It's not your time yet."
Aw, and then Cyrene is gonna like hug her hand.
And then, Misku, are you still up? You're just being swarmed right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Tess is going to point at the swarm that's on Misku and say, "Focus them. They're ready for death. Focus them."
Got it.
These ones. And I think that ends my turn.
Cyrene.
Alright, so Cyrene is going to are they flying or are they on the floor?
They're on the floor.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna Earth Tremor. And
Can you link it?
Yeah.
Earth Tremor. How can we link it?
I don't know how to do that.
For Earth Tremor, there should be, it's like a little chat bubble when you mouse over it, I think.
Is there? Whoop.
Oh, so they have to roll.
It's
a
under
dexterity
spells,
save.
under your second level spells.
Are you reading it?
Or under your first level spells, rather.
So it looks like when you click the Earth Tremor, it says that they have to make a dexterity save.
And is knocked prone. The ground area is loose stone. Oh. Just checking some stuff here. Okay. Can you ping the area where you're trying to tremor the earth?
So up here in front where
Can you click and hold on that? So right here?
yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm under those bugs. Am I gonna get hit by this?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, never mind.
Before that happens, I needed to ask, but the last time I was attacked, I had resistance to piercing damage. So should the damage have been... I don't know if it was already calculated as half or not.
Nope, it wasn't halved.
Okay. Just wanted to bring that up before I get wiped out.
Okay. Do you have any other damage resistances I should know about?
I'm in rage, so it's just bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Okay. Perfect, actually. So Cyrene, I honestly think you should go with it,
Okay.
but I need to see what is the range. 10 feet. So within 10 feet of... Okay. So you... Wait, hold on. What? I wish there was an easier way to link that in the chat. So what was the save again? Dexterity saving
for
throw.
dexterity save.
Yeah. So
Would you
every...
want that for Misku as well?
Yes, I would like the following people to roll a saving throw. Tess, and both insects and Misku. Yeah, saving throws.
Does
Dexterity,
my,
yes.
Does my danger sense pick this up?
Can you link your danger sense?
If it would... There we go.
Yes.
So he can roll advantage for his dexterity save.
Yep. Yes, he can.
Good thing.
Good thing. So let me see. So this is bludgeoning damage on both of these, and I just realized they actually have bludgeoning resistance themselves. So that is a... Oh, that's you, I think. Nope, that wasn't you. But they do have vulnerability to it, and they also have... Yeah, they do have vulnerability to it, which basically nullifies that resistance. And the curse has ended. So this one drops. You have cleared out the rest of the insects on that.
And Tess also takes 4, right?
Yeah, Tess, you take 4 damage and you are knocked prone. I'll go ahead and take care of the damage. She was panicking because she just like died. How can I say knocked prone? Arrowed. Hey, back pain works. I don't know why they call it that, but hey. Misku, you're up.
On your butt. So I need to readjust my hit points to reflect the...
Oh, I did.
I'm still at 10.
Oh. Oh, I thought you had more than that. Well, I can do it.
Okay.
Wait, no. No. You didn't take any damage.
No, from the bites earlier that attacked me. I should have had resistance to that, but so damage should have been half.
Where was that? I think you had taken 13, so 13.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to hand you back the 13 and then say minus, I think it's rounded down, so we're going to do 6.
Okay.
There.
Cool. I'm gonna make smashy on the other group of bugs.
Okay.
So I roll 13.
Yes. That is a hit. Now we have... It's a -6. Didn't realize they had resistance this entire time, so I'm not taking all of that back. That ends Misku. We lost a swarm. Misku, the swarm bites at you. And that's a fumble. Oops. Ahara, we're back to you.
Here we are. Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Just gonna move up. Kind of down there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire from here.
All right. Whew, that looked close.
Pew.
So let's see. 6 plus 9 is 15 divided by 2. Divided by 2 floor is
7.
right 7, yeah. Like, brain, stop. Okay. There we go.
Two.
No, no. The swarm of insects lashes out at Fayal. Oh, what's her AC? Oh, it's four. Oh, it's actually 14. So that's a hit.
Yeah, but didn't she ready her rapier to attack them if they came after her?
Yes.
So would she get the opportunity to attack first?
I don't think it works that way. Let me check. Nope. It's when a creature moves out of range, so not into range.
All right.
However, it's.
So she
I mean,
took 2
took
damage.
2 damage. Did you just adjust? No, you didn't adjust that. There we go.
All right. Well, she's gonna use her rapier and try to mess him up.
Well, real quick, I didn't actually roll Val's, but Val kind of steps over to Antarius in a panicked state, and he, where is his? So he's going to roll. What was the roll? 6. So he tries to stabilize Antarius, but his wounds are just too bad. Antarius.
That's no good.
Antarius rolls his first death save.
Not good.
Oh, not good. That is a failure. All right. Fail. You're up.
All right. So Fayal is going to try to rip this swarm apart with her rapier.
Okay. Roll the attack. That's a hit. 6 divided by 2 is 3. There's like an insect remaining.
Yeah.
Barkeep Blave. So he rolls his own, or he takes a swing at this thing with his dagger.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. And he actually drops this thing. And he kind of like spits on the ground.
Make choppy choppy.
Yeah, I don't know why I had that on there the entire time. So that is going to close out. Actually, it's going to close out your turn as well. Did we end combat totally just now?
Well,
No,
I mean,
we're still
we
going.
still have to swarm in the other area, don't we?
Yeah, okay. So you know what? Go ahead and... do you have anything you want to do for your turn, Ianfyr?
I mean, I don't think there's anything I really need to do.
Okay. Tess, you're up.
One moment.
I did not think this combat was going to last this long. I greatly underestimated these swarms of insects.
Well, swarms tend to, when they have multiples, like, it can divide damage and stuff, so...
So Tess is going to cast Toll the Dead on this guy.
Wisdom saving throw. What?
And some
0.
bugs.
0. Or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
It's
Actually,
1d12.
1d12.
Oh, it's 1d...
They were already injured.
Oh. One. Ah.
This is taking forever.
Okay. It's because of your fear of bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of you kind of fumbled the spell because of that. Cyrene, you're up. And alive.
Yes. Okay. So, I think that I want to do another acid splash. And then let me get that done. Okay. Acid splash there. And then she's going to look over to Tess and say, "It is okay." And just kind of laugh because of how much Tess is struggling here.
Ooh. Saves against the acid splash.
Save against the acid splash. Misku.
I'm gonna smash it again.
You really underestimated these bugs.
Oh, wow.
Aren't you supposed to roll with advantage? So just roll one more time.
I don't believe I'm supposed to roll with advantage.
When you
Didn't-
did
Advantage
the...
on strength checks.
Well, no, because of your, when you did the, thing to give you the... What was it called?
Yeah, what was that called?
Not
You mean reckless
rage, but
attack?
the one you did...
Yeah,
the
reckless.
attack.
Oh, that
You
was a
make your-
one-turn thing.
Oh, okay.
That's the first turn.
Okay.
So.
Let me actually pull that off you. Oh, why? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. I could have done that the entire time.
Man.
That's better. Misku bites at you again. That's 17, which is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 5 piercing damage, divided by 2 floor. It's 2. Ahara, you've got a turn here. Anything you want to do at this point?
I don't know how far he.
You can just go over there. You're not in combat.
It's right at 35, so I guess I would have made it. I don't have anything in my pack. I don't have a medical or herbs or anything like that, but I'm gonna do my best to try and see if I can help.
Go ahead and So Val sees what you're trying to do, and he, out of his own pack, he pulls a set of like bandages, and he hands them to you.
There's a whole bar full of alcohol right there you might be able to disinfect with.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I might pour some booze on the wound and try to bandage it up. Wake him up at all if I can.
Okay. I'd like you to go ahead and roll a medicine check. Or a survival check. I'll let you use either one.
Survival's going to be higher.
Okay. Nice.
Hey.
So you stabilize him.
Cool, I'm happy with that.
I need to clear out his death saves. Death saves. All right. Now that that whole situation is stabilized, let's get back to the stables. Tess, you're up. Let's end this.
One moment. Try it again.
We're doing another Toll the Dead.
Yep.
Ding
Okay.
dong.
I need a wisdom. Saving
Wisdom
throw.
save. What's the DC of it?
The what?
What is the DC of this save? What is your spell DC?
Where do I see that?
On your character sheet?
Where?
Give me a second. I'm going to your sheet now. Under spells at the very top, we have spellcasting ability Wisdom, spell save DC 11. And then spell attack bonus 3.
11.
Okay. So yeah, that was definitely a hit. There are so few of them. There are so few of them.
Bugs.
Cyrene, you're up. They're so robust.
All right. So, Cyrene is going to try to do just one more acid splash. We know it didn't happen that great last time, but whatever.
Go ahead and
Let's do this.
click
Get
your
this over
thingy.
with.
That is a fail on their dexterity save. 1 damage. There is like one bug. Misku, there's one bug left.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a hit. They're gone.
yeah. You
One
breathe
bug,
on.
I smash a hole in the floor.
you actually smash a hole right in the floor to destroy
Oh,
this
God.
last bug. All of the horses kind of like buck back and get. You've upset the horses.
And triumphantly, after smashing that one bug, Misku takes her club, slams it into the ground, and just rears back and lets out a fucking battle cry.
Ooh.
Tess is going to take this moment to stand up.
Yeah, that got kind of crazy.
I had a mothball.
So Tess no longer has back pain, is what they call that. I don't know why. Okay, and that's combat. Let me go back to some more.
How long is the duration of the invisibility again?
1 hour.
That's right. Yeah, sure. I could have used that earlier when I was trying to hide, but no, I get it when I'm trying to attack.
The hijinks, the wild magic surge hijinks have begun. So that's a thing that happened. So let's see. Who do I want to go to next? Okay, so what are you guys in the stables going to do at this point?
Get the fuck out. I'm done with these bugs.
Where are you headed?
Outside the stables to
Definitely
get some
get out.
fresh air away from the dead bugs everywhere.
Anywhere but here.
I'm gonna push all the dead bugs into the hole I made.
Cleanup crew.
Can I do that? Okay. So you guys are just going outside, or Tess,
Yep,
you're
just going anywhere but here.
Yeah, Tess doesn't like bugs.
Is
so
everybody-
She's ready to leave.
Is everybody leaving the stables?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Okay. So I'm gonna just kind of place you guys. Whoops. Hopefully we don't still have. Oh, we still have everybody on this one.
Is that chicken? No, it's not a chicken.
I wasn't actually intent on using that map at all. Let me place all of you guys. So we've got Tess. And we've got Misku. And we have Cyrene, who is actually the only one who made it out of combat at full health.
Thankfully. After I almost died.
So what are you guys going to do now?
Well, Serena's kind of in a silent little, like, stupor after her traumatic experience. So she's just kind of, like, staring off, like, dissociating into the distance.
Understood. Well,
Tess is like standing in the middle of the road and she's got the heebie-jeebies and she's like, ugh, and making sure that, like, she doesn't have any bugs on her or anything like that.
Oikakoi.
Misku?
I'm gonna head to the tavern.
Misku starts heading toward the tavern.
Tess sees her leaving and says, wait, what if there are more bugs? Wait for me.
Exactly.
I take it everybody's heading to the tavern.
Way ahead of you.
Okay.
Serene can just absentmindedly just fly.
So Cyrene and Tess and Misku all show up.
I'm gonna be poking these bugs and see if they look like normal bugs or if they're different somehow.
So why is your nameplate not on? That's weird. Okay. So at this point, seeing you guys walk in, the Bart actually hightails it out the door. Yeah, he's pretty shaken up by all of that.
Nice playing with you.
Don't get bugged out.
You guys hear this voice. You look around, but you don't see Ianfyr anywhere. Let me see what that. I need to see what the conditions were for that, for you exiting 8990. Oh, I'm sorry, for the next minute, not hour.
Yeah. So probably when he went to go save Antarius, like I just popped back in.
Actually, nobody hears you say anything, as a matter of fact. Nope, you've still got a little bit of time left, sir. You're still invisible.
Okay. All right.
So you guys see everybody kind of crouched around Antarius, who is lying on the floor. He looks pretty bad.
Okay, well, Tess is gonna rush over there.
But he is stable.
Yeah, I remember.
No, you don't.
So,
You weren't here.
I remember you saying earlier that he was stable. I mean, if his eyes are open, he's stable. She's a cleric. She knows.
Yep, you were able to tell that he's stable. That's what I was trying to say.
So she rests her hand on his titty and then heals him.
Oh,
That's
gee.
good titty.
7, 5. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. 13.
And she says, "There you go, my friend. It's not your time to go." And then she said, "Wow, the bugs happened here too. They happened in the stable and woke us up."
So he kind of comes to, and he's like, oh, the insects. Oh, gods. What happened?
Got knocked the fuck out.
It looked like you got bit a lot, my friend.
Oh, well, I
We
feel
almost
better.
lost our fairy friend to the same bugs in the stables. The bugs were nasty.
How did you know? Valphalin says to you, Ahara.
I could hear the sounds and something was coming. I'm always on guard. I just assumed it was bad because I'm a bit of a pessimist.
Well, we all thankful.
Well, my
grateful that-
apologies for the stray arrow.
I'm also grateful that my friend is still alive. Oh, it couldn't be helped. Think nothing of it.
I'm also thankful that he made it.
Tess is gonna poke at the bug with her quarterstaff, or some of the bugs, and just kind of flip them over and check them out.
So Fial starts kind of walking around, and she looks pretty alarmed, and she's... Ianfyr? Ianfyr! And then suddenly, he appears as if she summoned him.
Yeah. Hey, isn't that... I thought you guys said you had spiders here to take care of these bugs.
So, upon closer inspection of the insects, they were spiders.
Oh.
He meant big spiders.
Meant big spiders. They were really tiny spiders. So,
Oh. Okay.
the barkeep kind of huffs, and he like walks behind the bar where he goes and grabs a broom and starts to sweep the corpses of these little fuckers out of his bar.
Does this happen a lot?
Do you ask that out loud?
Yeah, kind of towards the direction of the barkeeps.
So he says, no. Only recently we started having this problem with spiders. They've never attacked anyone. They kind of would just show up in the night and scare off our guests and the bard. But yeah, they've never been known to be aggressive or anything like that. And not this many of them. It's just unnatural.
Indeed.
Let me see. Who do I have? Spellcasters, raise your hands.
Yeah, that's me.
We have Cyrene.
Yes.
And Ahara, what class are you? You're Ranger. Okay.
Ranger. Yeah.
Ahara, you know this.
Guess I'm a spellcaster now, technically. Although
Ian,
light.
okay, so Ianfyr, you're charisma based, so I'd like you to go ahead and roll a wisdom check. Cyrene, you are intelligence based, I believe. Yeah, you're wizard. You're intelligence based. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
And as for you, Misku and Ahara, I'd like you both to roll insight. Ahara. So you're able to identify that definitely these insects are not a natural occurrence whatsoever. Like, there is something behind them that is completely magical in nature, and I don't want to say you're driven to seek it out, but you know that it's not going to stop until someone or something does.
I'm going to share this information that these appear to be not natural, made by coerced by some kind of magical force, and we should find out what.
Okay, so he implies that you should.
Was I supposed to make any kind of save or anything like that?
Nope, not this time.
Okay. Yeah, we should hunt these things down so that they'll leave these people alone. They're dangerous.
So,
I wonder what forced them to attack more recently. If they've just been coming up to scare people.
Antarius, once again clamoring to his feet, he kind of huffs. More monsters. And we thought that, we thought going back to the, or clearing out this cave was going to solve all of our problems.
Do you think these are related, Antarius?
He, kind of leans back. He's standing up. He leans against the bar, places his elbow down. He kind of thinks on it for a minute. It's possible. It's probable. I would say so.
Well, with the cave gone, I'm not sure how to begin. We must just continue where we were going before, looking
And
into...
Tess pulls out the journal entries from last time so she can start going over them. She remembers there were 2 locations mentioned in between these journals.
Valphalin, are you gonna place them down on the table and read through them?
Yeah, she's like spreading them out on the table so she can take a look at them.
So Valphalin kind of comes up, and he leans over and he's kind of reading through what you've got. Antarius stays where he's at. The barkeep walks around, having finished sweeping up all the bugs, and Fael approaches him from the other side of the bar. So they kind of start to chit-chat back and forth between one another. Quietly. They seem very serious, though. You guys all looking through the handouts?
Yeah.
Did you take the entire journal with you?
Yeah. She took the whole book. She tucked everything. She even tucked the little envelope with the hammer symbol into the journal.
Go ahead and roll investigation. Ooh, Ooh, nice. So you start thumbing through this journal. And you come upon a couple of entries that mention this weird tree. And it doesn't say anything. It's in the forest, so you draw from the journal entry, one of the journal entries. But other than that, it seems that what was the guy's name? Jarvard, has kind of instructed his men to keep well away from it.
Okay, so Tess perks up real quick and she goes, I think I found something. And she explains or she reads the journal entry about the weird tree in the forest.
Journal entry describes this tree that that kind of looks dead, and it's bigger than a lot of the other, or all the other trees around it. And that's really the only thing of note you find in that journal.
Cyrene, do you know anything about this tree? She calls to the little fairy.
So I have knowledge of the general forest, but would I have knowledge of that? I don't think so.
You do, actually.
Okay. What should I
So
roll?
that's the yeah, go ahead and roll a wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh.
So
I don't know.
you know the tree, you know where it's at. So that tree is, but you haven't been back there in some time. So the tree itself, that's the eldest tree in the forest, in this particular forest. For fairies, that tends to mean that that's like having an old soul or like a sage, so to speak, who like lives nearby. So you can kind of commune with it, or you have communed with it in the past. But it's been a while since you've been back. You think you remember where it is.
Okay. So I'm just gonna, let them know that, essentially that I can try to lead them to it, but it's been quite a while.
Okay.
So she thinks she has an idea where it's at. She doesn't seem sure, though.
Well, we'll just have to go searching for it sometime after we've all gotten some rest, some relaxation, and some food. Safety in numbers. Maybe we all settle down in the same spot tonight.
So you guys did have a long rest, but yeah, you could probably use another one. So the barkeep kind of comes around and he starts pulling out all of these bed rolls. He's like, "Why don't we all stay here? We can maybe set up a watch."
I only need 4 hours. I can watch at least the first half of the night.
That's helpful, Val says.
Also, I've got my own bedroll. No offense.
None taken. I've only a limited supply. So he starts getting out bedrolls for everyone else. And I think that's about as much time as we've got for the day, yeah?
Yeah, we're a little bit over.
Yeah, we are a little bit over. Okay, so let me grab experience point numbers and we can all put that in real quick. We did... That was so not fair. Hold on, let me see what I've got here. Those 3 players. No, yeah, okay. Everybody add 67 experience points.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. That's what you get with a swarm.
Yeah, I don't know. They were that was supposedly an easy combat, and I did calculate that at 3 players apiece. All right. So yeah, no resistance to bludgeoning, and no, we're gonna think. I'm gonna think very carefully about that before next time. Do I have anything else? Everybody cool? Everybody get everything added in?
Yep.
Everything's put in for me.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, I'd like to thank everyone who tuned in. Hope you had a good time, because I definitely did. And yeah, as always, VG Punk signing off. Keep a song in your heart.